Teammates. And oh my god, it's a love. Okay. Stupid. Okay, you can kind of see. You can't really see my face. Oh well, who needs my face? I'm sure you guys are fine with just me covering up my face and reviewing the movie. Actually, no, this isn't a review. It's going to be just I guess I'll probably call this movie mumbling because alliteration. Okay, like super weird with the thing. There, better. So today we'll reviewing there, The Little Prince. And the thing about this movie, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not used to this. I'm used to the camera like facing me, but now it's just weird. If I go this way, it's okay. I'll stop because now it looks like I'm filming Superman: Dawn of Justice. Okay. Okay, I wasted a minute. Yay! So, The Little Prince, immediately, you know what? That good? Maybe a bit closer or something, I don't know. Okay, The Little Prince, immediately, one of the first things I noticed about the film is that it has some amazing music. Music in this film, by the way, this is non-scripted, so if you couldn't tell. So the music in this film, it's something you could like maybe hum or like just like something that can get stuck in your head pretty easy. Like one that remains in my head is the match song after like I guess she can't meet the, after she can't meet the grown-up character. And that's also another thing I want to point out is that I don't think like any name is really used for like any character. So yay symbolism, but that kind of gets confusing in a review. So we'll just say the old man is Parker, and the little girl is I don't know, Stevie. Okay. And then, of course, well, I guess Little Prince, but he's already, like, it's not too many people like him, so, you know. Anyways. So, the music in this film, after Stevie, see, it's catching on already. After Stevie can't meet Parker anymore, like, the match song like, it just continues, like, the 1 plus 2, and just, like, this kind of, like, soft mumbling, kind of, like, you can tell, like, the singer's a bit distant. And it just keeps on going. It's kind of just mindless, and it's drowned out by the other instruments, in my opinion. Okay, that was weird. I swear I heard something in my house. If I'm murdered, well, Mom, I love you. Anyways. The animation, okay, this film has like 3 different animation styles it goes with. So then there's like one, the main style. And this is your classic, you know, like Pixar, like simple character design, like pretty elaborate, or not, backgrounds, like kind of basic backgrounds. But they put actually a lot of detail into Parker, which, again, probably symbolic. But hey, I'm not that much of a deep thinker, so. Then, of course, there's like the 2D kind of style they use. And it's a very clever way to interpret, you know, to put like 2D animation into a film. Like, honestly, that one isn't like shown too much, or at all. No, it's not shown too much there. Sorry, forgot words thing. And there's like the kind of like almost woodish, like it looks like the characters are kind of made out of wood. Like, and this was used for like the beginning after the little prince left his rose. And the rose, we'll talk about that later because that's the thing. Anyways, it's also used when Parker's stuck in the desert after he crashes his plane. So like that wood style, it's like almost like toys, like being a kid and stuff, which is definitely something the Little Prince stresses. The movie, by the way, not the character. That's also confusing of how there's a character name and whatever. And yeah, so it's like kind of like in the first time you see the Little Prince, like, well, I don't know, the toy Little Prince thing that's also made out of wood, so that's interesting. And the rose, I still haven't really gotten behind this, so it's supposed to represent a girl, right? But like, it's just kind of weird. I mean, I guess that I know it's like symbolic, but like, it's just kind of weird to see like a talking rose with just this like humanoid boy. Now, by the end of the movie, okay, middle, pretty strong, beginning, extremely strong. It's like the end is kind of where it dies out a bit. It's the Inception's back. Anyways, so like now the thing about this is that like it's kind of hard to tell between what's kind of like fantasy and what's kind of like what's kind of real. And this is just like, it gets confusing at some points, but like so like I like the way they portrayed like Little Prince, like, he's like, he sees, what do they call it, Stevie as an adult. Pretty interesting. But the ending, like, it just gets kind of like confusing, and there's a lot more like basic animation with a lot more grays and stuff. But the Little Prince is pretty good at keeping colors. Actually, no, keeping colors, like using multiple colors to like make a nice thing to look at or something. Like I remember they used a kind of like lots of blue for skies and like stuff. And anyways, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the end of the film. So like I thought it was weird how they okay, the star counter, I think that makes sense. As for everyone else, it's like kind of weird how they put it there, because like it's these characters are supposed to represent like flawed things in adults, and to put that, like to put them in like real life, or like to put this is a really confusing review. But you know what I'm talking about, the cop that that like with the top hat and the star counter. Star counter makes sense, but like it's just kind of weird putting, when they're supposed to represent like flaws in adults, when like it's just weird to Stevie meet them, because like he's like, they're just supposed to be bigger ideas, not actual characters. Complaint. Same thing goes for the Little Prince. Okay, the Little Prince actually works a bit better because he's kind of lost his imagination, and he's just like become like a worker to the star counter. Now, by the way, I actually kind of want to talk about this. The death of the Little Prince. I'm like, I got very close to crying. I've trained myself to be emotionless and heartless, and I got very close to crying. because it like you see like the talking like it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take like a. It's gonna be harder for me to get to my rose, and then you see the snake. And then like honestly, I couldn't like figure out what was going on. Stevie I think could, but hey, whatever. And so like you see him like slowly walking, like the darker colors in the background for the night sky. It's like just like this, the sand, and then you see like a flash, and him like slowly dropping, and then a cutaway, and like, wow, that that that's amazing, cause like okay, it's amazing in like I guess like a movie sense, but in the plot, it it sucks. And I kind of find it weird, like how they kind of try to put like a love story in there. It's just like kind of put on the back burner until the very end, where like sure we get like a very nice looking scene, but that's really all it is, just a very nice looking scene. And then I think that's all that I want to talk about actually. Oh yeah, how the little prince like talks to like the animals on Earth. So this part, I'm sure there's like something deeper to it that I'm just not getting. But I've been thinking about this, and I still can't get it down. So, if the little prince is like figured or like symbolically imagination, how, and he's talking to real life things, and okay, kind of like the part where he's tame, that kind of makes sense, where he needs to tame the fox. As for anything else, it's just kind of weird because like, oh, he needs to tame animals to talk to like be friends with them, and then he doesn't do that to the snake or something. So whatever. Well, yeah, because he could call the snake. So I don't know. I think it's honestly all I wanted to talk about. Beginning, also pretty powerful. I've honestly, I've ranted on the middle and like and too much so, but beginning, like it's just like it could have started off as it could have been a dystopia and I would have noticed. Like it's just like so. Like the opening scene with Steve, it's just kind of bland and like it also hit like very close to me because I'm a super cautious and bad boy person. No, I'm kidding. Person, and it's just like this film. It hit like very well, like in a personal spot. And like that beginning film, like you could tell, like this is about to be something great for me. So, anyways, Little Prince, like the film. You should check it out. It's sadly a Netflix exclusive. Like blah, blah. I think it's Netflix exclusive. It's only on Netflix as far as I know. Okay, go check it out. You probably have Netflix. Good luck, mates, and I'll see you in the next video, which is actually going to come out very soon. I know. I suck at making videos, and they're not very frequent. But I'll see you in the next video.